Here we go. We're going. We're going, buddy. We are live. Welcome back. It's Monday, and finally, this cursed month is wrapping up. February, just 4 days to go, and I'll be the first to say it. This has been the most boring, the least satisfying. I don't want to say scariest, because it wasn't scariest, but it certainly was one of the most painful months of price action for crypto that I have ever seen. We have live streamed on this channel for 6 years. I've been in crypto about 8.5, something, losing track, and never have I seen price action like this in a bull run. This is very typical of bear market price action. We have seen this incredibly boring sideways grind, let's say back December 22. Actually, really all the way back until June of 22. We saw some of it in April over the summer of 23. Maybe even some of it here last year after the all-time high in March. But this is really unique to me. I have never seen Bitcoin up at an all-time high doing this, doing nothing. It is very painful. If you've made it this far, pat yourself on the back, because if this didn't make you quit, I really don't think anything will. Sideways and boring is more painful, in my opinion, than up or down. Even the spookiest crashes are nothing compared to the torture that is the sideways movement. No contest. When it's moving sideways, you have no definitive direction. You have nothing. You're not looking forward. You're not saying, well, it's going down, but it can't go down forever, because if it goes down forever, it's going to zero, negative. It can't go up forever, can't go to infinity, right? But when it's sideways, there's this feeling in your gut of this could just never end. It could just trade sideways forever. Let's put a little perspective on this, because certainly it is not going to last forever, and I'm going to even one up that. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that we are 4 days away or less. 4 days away or less for this sideways to be over. I believe that February will wrap up. We probably will see a spicy move, one more move in February. At my guess, everyone is looking down. Last week, we had the biggest hack in crypto ever. We're going to come back around to that in the stream today. We're going to talk about it a little bit. ByBit losing $1.4 billion of ETH to what apparently turned out to be the Lazarus group, or the North Korea hackers. Turns out that North Korea, unrelated, declared they are starting a crypto stockpile, starting with $1.4 billion of ETH. So it turns out it's the Lazarus group. But let's look at Ethereum here for a sec. $1.4 billion. We were live during this day. Pop quiz. Which one of these sell-offs, don't cheat, which one of these sell-offs, which one of these red candles was the $1.4 billion hack? It's actually hard to tell, isn't it? I said this while we were live on this day. What was that, like Wednesday last week? I don't know. Basically, or maybe it's Friday. But I said basically, if you zoom out on Ethereum, you really can't tell. And this was while it was happening. You really can't tell this price action from just what we have seen over the last month. This sell-off, here, I'll end the pop quiz for you, was right here. This was the $1.4 billion hack. We traded higher today than the high before the hack on Friday. We have not traded lower. Technically, it's in an uptrend, a very boring one. But look at this. On Friday, you probably felt like the world was ending. The sky was falling. You had been in so much pain from this market. You had been expecting the market to move down for what feels like months now. The biggest hack ever happened. That confirmed it for you that the move was coming. We're about to crash. And absolutely nothing happened. Wild. Absolutely wild. You really can't tell. This sell-off actually looks like kind of more intense than the hack sell-off. But we're not talking about Ethereum quite yet. We'll come back to that. So 4 days to go. February, really testing our patience here and coming in for a, photo finish close here. Let's take a look at this month. Nothing has changed on our chart here. On this monthly chart, we have been looking at the same three values all month. Those values still in play here and still not really even invalidated. The lowest possible bullish close in my mind is going to be 93,350. I don't want to see a close that low, but anything above it is going to give me renewed confidence that March will bring us volatility and green candles here, because on the month we have a beautiful setup. It does, I agree, feels like many moons ago. Remember in January or even November when the market felt so bullish? Literally nothing has happened, and now it feels the opposite. That's intentional. I don't know who is making you feel that way, but the market is intentionally making you feel that way. Be aware of it. We are still trading above last month's open. We painted a beautiful continuation pattern on the month into the end of last year's close, from November to December into January. We are basically back testing that previous resistance as support here. So we traded higher, closed higher, up at 102.4 thousand in January, and we've come back down to test that resistance from the end of the year as support. Holding above 93.3 is my absolute lowest level. Below there, I will talk lower targets. Above there, I'm still looking up. 96.5, this is where I would ideally like it to close, and I think that this is likely. We are trading at 95,000 despite the biggest hack ever, despite all the FUD, despite all the negative sentiment. Nothing has happened on this chart. We are still in a bull run. I put a little spooky clickbaitish kind of thumbnail and title today because I wanted to get the spooky people to come in here. I want to get the people looking for confirmation bias, or confirmation bias. Yeah, confirmation bias. Looking for people to say what they are feeling. They want me to say, "Oh, it's going down forever. It's the bull market's over." That's what they want, because that's what they're feeling. But I don't believe that's what's happening. If you believe that's what's happening, that is okay. You are welcome to sell your assets. You're welcome to do whatever you want. You know, everyone has to make their own decisions, but I do not believe that the high is in for this cycle. In fact, I don't even think we've really gotten close to where the high is going to be. We're still about a year off from 4 years from the previous all-time high, and we have seen Bitcoin rather consistently put in its highest prices 4 years apart. We're only 3 years in, like 2 months at this point from the 2021 high. Above 96.5 and really just above 93.350. I'm going to be looking at minimum for 102.4 into March right here. This is the February open. We have seen in these times, this brings me back to last year. If we are heading into a 6-month, 7-month sideways consolidation like we saw last year, we very predictably and very consistently traded the previous month's open and closes. And this is the price action that I will be looking for if we start to do this, if we start to do the same sideways. Basically taking profits on longs at the previous monthly open, opening longs maybe at the monthly close, closing shorts at the previous monthly open, depending on if it's red or green. Basically just playing back to that previous month, right? We saw that hit over and over and over and over and over again last month or last year, and that is where my brain is at. This is feeling like that sideways chop. It's a little early. I was expecting this price action to happen actually in summer of this year. Maybe getting it early, but I think that's still too early to call. It's just crazy to me how this candle has changed our perception. Bitcoin is almost, is like at 100K for all intents and purposes. It's at 100K. It's at 95. This is a number that many people never thought it would reach. Here we are hanging out, feeling like it's the end of the bull run, while price is just chilling at all-time highs. Sentiment is not matching price. The chart and sentiment are not matching. And honestly, sentiment's always wrong. So I'm going to say, I think we still have more upside even into this quarter. Let's take a peek at this. So as February, the shortest month of the year, wraps up, we have one more month in the first quarter of 2025. We have an all-time high already. We hit that in January. We have barely traded down, testing the yearly open, I want to say about 5 times since the year started. But here we are in a green quarterly candle. This bottom wick, hardly there. I'll agree with the bears here. If March comes and goes and price action is exactly where it is, or obviously lower, if we haven't seen any upside progress, I highly think that suggests we see another quarter of boring. Another quarter that ends up looking like this. At some point in this year, I expect like a 3 to 6 month shakeout boring period. I did not think it would be Q1 and Q2. it is possible, but I'm still keeping kind of my mind open on that for now. I don't think it's time to get bearish yet. It is always a good time to take profit if you are in profit. If you feel you need to, it's always a good time. I don't think it'd be crazy to lock something in here. But to go all out, to abandon crypto, I don't know, man. I think that's a little crazy. I think that's a little crazy. But that's my opinion. That's how I see it. Let's go down to the week here. The week does admittedly look like crap. Now, February will wrap up on Friday. We will have 2 more days of trading, Saturday and Sunday, March 1st and 2nd. So this weekly candle will not close until the monthly candle closes. It's an interesting setup. You don't get that all the time, especially in February, being 28 days. It's the perfect month to have like 4 complete weeks. It'd be awesome if they close at the same time, just because I like that when that happens. But admittedly, this weekly candle looks weak. Weekly candle. Not looking too hot here. Something tells me, though, that we'll end up looking just like the previous 2 weeks. I think we'll get a high wick on here. I think we'll get a low wick. And I think, honestly, it'll end up settling right around this 96,000. I really think we're going to see price pull hard up to 96.5 before February closes. So it'd be before Friday. Yeah. A little Friday rally, maybe. Taking a look at indicators, oscillators, not a ton going on here. We can see RSI painting lower lows as our weekly candles actually kind of paint higher lows here, at least for now. That would give us divergence, bullish divergence, hidden bullish divergence. That hidden bullish divergence is balanced out, though, by our bearish divergence here. We had an all-time high. We did not set an all-time high in RSI. So we have rather conflicting sideways signals, and that somehow is incredibly fitting for the price action that we're seeing. MarketcipherB, we did get a higher high in money flow here in November. We haven't really made progress. We have broken that high. We haven't really made progress on our candle closes since then. So we're not seeing really any kind of divergence there, at least when it comes to money flow. We moved higher. We had a higher high. All we're looking at as the low, all we're looking at now would be basically at the lows. Anything going on here? 20 weekly moving average sneaking up to price. In fact, I would bet, if I was a betting man, which I am, that by next week open, when we have our next weekly candle print, the 20 weekly moving average will be at 93.5, right at that level that we need support. This would be a good sign, in my opinion. It would be a confluence for support at 93.350. It would be a touch to the middle of the Bollinger Band. We see predictably, even back here, price action rejecting from the top of the band, kind of bleeding or settling back down, touching the middle band before rallying again. Even if that rally fails, that would still, in that kind of hypothetical, put us back at our highs, give us another chance. Maybe that's 102, maybe that's 104, maybe it's back to the all-time high, who knows. Kind of almost any way I look at this chart, I believe that you get a chance at a better price to get out of a position than right here. What else do we got? What else do we got, man? Not a lot of change. USD, okay, the FTM coin. What else do we got? What else do we got here? Another way to look at this, not a very pretty pattern for crypto, in my opinion. Kind of smooth highs, smooth lows. This flag pattern really does not work out well in my experience. Kind of interesting here. We played off the diamond up here, sent us to the bottom of our, I'll call it a bigger diamond, right? Kind of looks like we're painting again a diamond here. Maybe that sends us back up. Really hopium, really just pattern bull BS. I wouldn't trade on that. But do not trust this. I don't think we will neatly and cleanly bounce off of this and go up. If we have higher highs coming in March, likely we are going to sweep some lows, as we always do, before we move higher. I say always, but almost always. Before inauguration, or before January 20th, when we got almost to 110K, we did that exactly that. People were bearish. Price swept the lows, moved right to an all-time high. And we got trapped right here in this range. So we very consistently see those liquidity sweeps. I wouldn't doubt it if we do see something come down, basically stop out longs, bait in shorts, and then reverse. I think the more bearish scenario would actually be if we rally up, maybe 102, and then reject down. That would be sweeping the shorts, doing the opposite, basically clearing up that weight or that resistance, support, whatever, before trading lower. And rejection from a lower high would be bad. We have been right here this entire month, man. Remember, this is the yearly open. This is the bare minimum line. This is the 96.5. This is where I'd like to see February close. And really this entire month, we have played a game of tag here. Coming down to test that 93, trading back above, immediately moving back into 96.5. Rejecting from 96.5, trading on down. This is, man, this is grueling. This is grueling. Absolutely grueling. Man, no one ever talks on Twitter. Or X, whatever it is. X chat. Hi, X. There we go. But there's always people chatting on youtube.com/TomCrown. What's up, boys? Sweep it. Let's go. All right, let's just get it done with. Let's get it done with. Let's put this behind us. I have a feeling that by the end of March, sentiment will be very different. Remember, March is when we saw the all-time high break, right? Last year. It was in Q1. Here we are, Q1 again. Very similar to Q1 of 2023. We rallied very, very significantly, 72%. Did the same in Q1 of 24. Here we are, Q1 again. I think it might be that easy. Wow, we got some subscribers coming in. Whoa. Whoa. What's going on here? What's going on with this? That ain't real. That ain't right. Unless there's like 20,000 people watching right now. There's something weird going on. What is this? Let me... What? Yeah. We have 3,500 people. Does this feel sus to you guys? Do you guys feel sus about this? I feel a little sus about it. Hey, if there's 3,500 people here, that means there's a bunch of new people here. If you're new here today, put a message in chat, say you're new. I have a feeling, is someone like bot bombing us? Sending us bots? I don't know. Who's here? Who's here? Even if you're not new, say what's up. It feels like they did it to Crypto Lifer stream too. Lame. Lame. Boo. Boo bots. It's okay. YouTube will just like remove them anyway. Fun fact. Buying views, buying subscribers, doing those things, a lot of people would assume would have some value because you'd think, why else would you do it, right? There's no value to it. YouTube's not stupid. YouTube just removes them. It knows it's not a real account. You know why? Because it doesn't behave like a real account. It doesn't go watch content like a real human. Just like probably logs in and watches one thing a certain amount of time with like, you know, these other bots that watch the same things. And yeah, YouTube's not dumb. It doesn't help your channel. It also doesn't hurt your channel. So it's very odd that someone would do this. Not new. Beep boop. Assad's new. What's up, Assad? It's bots. Oh, well. Is what it is. What's up from Ireland? My Irish friend, Tony. How are you doing, brother? Line in my pocket. You're not a robot. Cactus Leo, you're old. What's up, man? Cactus Leo, I feel like you have been on this channel for quite some years. Bullish Mike, you were new once. I was new once. 2 months ago, the longest 10 years of my life. What's up, Como? Sabrina, you're not new. How you doing, Sabrina? Silver, Binance, ByBit, budding bot. Yeah, so following up on ByBit and Ethereum. ByBit apparently covered they finished their bridge loan, rebought the Ethereum. I guess I've had some time to think about it, and I suppose rebuying the Ethereum it means this. So people withdrew. They had a huge, massive withdrawals, which they covered. Did anyone in this chat lose any assets to ByBit from the hack? Be honest. I think the answer is no. So I think what they meant by bridge loan, because I was like, what do you mean, like market buy Ethereum? Like, wow, that doesn't even make sense. Basically, what I think they meant is to cover these withdrawals, they likely worked with market makers on their platform. Every exchange has market makers. You actually want market makers on a platform. I'm not going to get into that. They're a good thing. You don't want an exchange doing market making. Worked with their market makers, basically saying, hey, we have to cover these withdrawals. This happened. Can we loan, can we get a loan? Meaning, can you front us these assets, and then we will allow withdrawals and we will pay you back, basically. Apparently they were able to cover all of it, 1.4 billion, something like that. And it doesn't seem like anyone was harmed. Look at the price of ETH. The price of ETH. This is the part that doesn't really make sense. This doesn't make sense as much as the 4,000 subscribers from today, 3,000 subscribers from today. My lord. My lord. Get out of here, bots. It is, I will say this. It is incredibly satisfying, though, to see this number roll around like that. I know it's not real. I know someone's bombing us with bots here. But that is very satisfying. Can you imagine if it moved up like that all the time? Ooh, ooh, ooh boy. Ooh, that'd feel good. All right, I'm going to close the X chat because literally no one ever says anything. Closing the X chat. Yesterday, BTC was rocketing in true ETH fashion. Yeah, sold off. Immediately retraced it all. Yep. 20 bucks is 20 bucks, baby. Lifer had the bot stacking this morning as well. That's really weird, though. It's just odd. Like, who would do that? I don't even really believe someone would do that. I feel like it's a mistake. Like, they're supposed to be going elsewhere. What do you think? Did Lifer end his stream because of it? I ain't gonna end my stream because of it. I'm not doing it. I would never do that. There's no point of it. Nothing I can do about it. I have no control. Can't stop it. Ignore you again, Sharknado? Alright, I'll ignore you again. 61.8 months. I mean, like a dash. And you told me to ignore you again. I probably should have ignored you again, but Wintermute is a market maker, yes. Is 𝐒𝐈𝐿coin any good? I don't know, man. Riggedy wrecked. I liked this trade on Dash. This was back in a different time, back in December when everyone was bullish. Ugh. Almost back to its November low. Rigged. You tagged 22.32. Filled in that monthly. I like you take a long there with a stop under 21 and good luck, right? Like you lose that low and just good luck. Send it down. Yes. Stop loss at -84. Yeah, all these fake, I don't know. Maybe someone thinks they're like trying to attack us. They're gonna like hurt the channel. I don't know. Whoever's doing that, they'll just remove them. They'll just disappear. Like, I don't know. Usually within, I'd say usually within like a month, maybe less. It just depends. YouTube does it in waves. All right, I can see a trade here with an extremely tight stop on Dash. You can see Dash already hurt me once. So I don't know if I'm ready to love again, but you're at that monthly. You filled the monthly gap. I like this trade for one reason. It's like you're playing this. You're playing the gap has filled on the month. If it trades any lower, I don't want to be in this trade. If you just so happen to get the bounce there, you play it back to 41 and you close. I mean, it's not bad. I feel like if you lose 20 though, you're coming down here. You're going to like 10 or 11. Dash, you look like crap, but there is a shot for you. There is a shot for you. Fool me once, and you can't fool me again, because I said so. Dude, look at this. Look at this, man. If only there was something you could do about it as a creator, right? Like, literally, there's nothing I can do. You can't, like, prevent people from subscribing. You can't, like, turn off subscribing, right? Nothing I can do. 4,200 of the finest BS in all of the land. Oh, well. Listen, Maybe someone's trying to, my best guess though, would actually be someone trying to like mess with YouTube live streaming kind of metrics. Like for instance, Benjamin Cohen's ITC platform tracks like views and subscribers to YouTubers on YouTube. YouTubers on YouTube that are doing crypto content. And, you know, by doing this, it's like maybe messing with that data, right? It shows like an increase in growth in the space when there isn't, or something. I don't know. My subscriber's the only candle pumping. Oh god. And it's a rug. Man. What's up, Tahir? You know, I have some names here. They all, some of them seem real. If you're real and out there, you should subscribe as well. If you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. Just subscribe, thank you. 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐫𝐿𝐲, thank you. Mixing some real ones. What's up, Fish? How you doing, bro? How you doing, bud? Is what it is. What do I think about 𝐂, Georgie? Alts are a rough gamble right now. Oh. Let me jump ahead of all the alt questions here today. Dominance ain't done. Bitcoin dominance is not done. Sorry. It is what it is. I know your favorite shillfluencers told you that alt season was here a million times. They were paid to do it. Alt season has not been here. We have not seen any kind of alt season since end of 22. That was the end of the alt season. We have only seen Bitcoin season. And Bitcoin season does not look like it's done. 64, back test 60, send it. Let's go to 66, let's go to 74. Then let's blow off top and let's start the altcoin season. But nah, dude, this ain't done. You're just broke high again. Let's look at this on the week. Beautiful. I would not bet against that dominance, brother. A 𝐂 though, I'll pull it up, see just where it's at. What's going on here with 𝐂? Big. It looks like it's flagging. This is a big flag, right? Lower high, higher lows. Not my favorite flag. I've seen flags that I like the shape of better. Nice wick here. If 𝐂 trades above 500, I think it's looking actually pretty decent. At least back to the top of that flag. Where would that be roughly? 628, something like that. 628. I'll put an alert here. I'm curious because trading above 500, I think will be like honestly significant here. This is painting something cool. Like even on the days here. See all these touches? 500, 500, 500, 500. Weakening resistance. Sellers swept longs, retested higher lows, paint a higher low here, retest 500, break. Got yourself an inverse head and shoulders. Nice strong one. I just don't think I don't know. It's just hard for me to bet on alts. I gotta see dominance show some kind of chill. Speaking of chill, we still may. At the moment, we have still called the top for stocks. I fully expect for that to be not right. I fully expect stocks to go higher at some point this year, but for now we may have called the top. May have called that top. 6,145 right here. Came in Wednesday last week. We have not seen it trade higher since. Yeesh. Look at that. Look at this little wick to the measured move on Wednesday. And then down. It's like, honestly, that's like barely even down. Even to its lowest point, 2.7%, that's like one day on Bitcoin. We do like 5% days down all the time. Market structure isn't even really broken here. Still painting higher lows. We can reconsider under 5,900. Break this and we'll start talking about maybe deeper retracements. But for now, I think you're still just doing this. I don't think it's done. I don't think the ride's done quite yet on the S&P. But also speaking of stuff that looks terrible, Sol looks very bad. This looks very bad. I think it's closer to a bounce than it is catastrophic sell-off here, but this is not great. I need to see 171 on Sol by 4 days from now. What's up, one character? My guy. Can't hear you. You can't hear me. Hey, Ken. You're lying. You're lying. You can hear me. Audio's Gucci. I figured. One character, my guy. This guy gave 50 memberships last week. Now blasting 20 more. What? You're so generous. Thank you so much, my friend. If you want to get one of these memberships that are being gifted out, all you have to do is opt into memberships. I think when you join a live stream, it asks you. You have to do like a little toggle button. If you don't opt into them, you won't get them. I don't know why. YouTube says the more you engage with the live stream, which means putting live chat comments in, voting in polls, liking, subscribing, sharing, the more you do that, the more engagement and the more likely you are to get them. That's all it is. Tom should lift dumbbells while he TAs. That would be buff. Well, man, I'm now 3 months and 4 days sober from nicotine, and I have gone to the gym in those 3 months, I want to say 70 times maybe ish. Yeah, I don't think I've ever worked out this much, but it has helped me quit. It's awesome. Or it has helped me stay off of the vape. May not take off till fall. This is what I'm thinking. This is like my honest opinion. I went over it already, but I'll just like rehash. My honest opinion is this: we close above 93.3, everything's pretty fine. We'll have to wait until March to like really get an idea. We close above 93.3, everything's pretty good. We had a higher high, we had an all-time high. We came back, we tested it as support. 93.3, we're good. Under there, I think we get the crappier outcome. We'd close below 93.3, and I think we end up spending the next few months probably doing this, doing some kind of sideways down grind. But the good news is, even if that happens, I don't think the bull market is over. Even if that happens, I think we still do the exact same thing. Like, I still don't think we're done. If that happens, I think we still end up seeing, by the end of the year, probably, let's say Q3 and Q4, another all-time high, another leg up, another big explosive move. Alts will move up in dollar pair as well. Like, it'll just maybe end up looking like this. And this could be a blessing, honestly. I think this is too good to be true. If Bitcoin sells off, does exactly what it did last year in the summer, comes back to that previous March all-time high, like 73, it's like 71.2 to like 74K, and then bounces, this is like just too good to be true, man. That trade would be so easy and so epic. I think there just wouldn't be that many people around to take it by then. I think people would be bored out of their minds. They would have moved on to other stuff. But even if we do, I think we still have all-time highs ahead this year. Even if we, and then on the other side, even if we don't, if we close February, let's say we close February 96.5, March, we get that rip right back to like 102.4. We keep going, right? Even if that happens, I still expect maybe Q2, Q3 to be really boring, to end up looking a lot like this. But of course, then like the lows would be higher, etc. It would look a little different price-wise. But even if we do get a strong close and we move into March, I still think we get a long period of boring like we did last year before the end of the run. The last bull run, 2021, this was the only bull run where we didn't have a blow off top. I honestly believe that is due to FTX and what they were doing with Bitcoin spot. A few other kind of factors of everything Cascade exploding, but Bitcoin has always ended its bull runs in a blow off top. I think we get a blow off top this run, minus 2021, like this. Big expansive move up. You might even see price double quickly over the course of a week, 2 weeks, and then collapse back down. Bear market starts on that collapse. The trick, though, is on the collapse, you get very, very convincing bounces. Very, very convincing bounces. They just don't go anywhere. They end up in lower highs. You end up retesting them. Probably that low holds for months before breaking down into what is then the bear market low, and we begin all over again. That's my opinion. My biggest argument that the bear market is not here is total crypto market cap. Total crypto market cap is not in any way indicating to me that the bull run is over. Admittedly, it's very close. It's very close to beginning to signal that. This is the way I look at it. This was a big factor in a lot of our analysis over the last 2 years is total crypto market cap. We only broke to a new all-time high in November of 24 of last year, just 3 months ago. We have traded somewhat above it, but we haven't made a move. We haven't actually seen the total crypto market cap enter a bull run. Maybe that logic is part of why I don't think the bull run is over if it never really started. What total looks like to me is it finally, see, no all-time high break here in March, finally broke all-time high, made a little move. Now it's back testing that previous all-time high before looking to move into that 7-ish trillion total crypto market cap. The first and scariest signal for me will be high time frame closes on crypto total market cap under the previous all-time high. To make it easy, let's just call it under 3 trillion right here. We're close. That's why I said this is like too close for comfort. That's why I hope and expect to move to the upside so that we can get away from there. But we are still above there. The number 3 trillion only matters though if you're using TradingView's total crypto market cap. If you're looking at other sites, remember total crypto market cap is calculated. It's a formula. It's not like a real literal direct thing. So if you're looking at CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko, they're going to have a different number. Whatever the previous all-time high was according to their formula. That's what I'm looking for. We're above it. We've been above it. We traded below it one time. The 3rd of February, we traded below it before rocketing back up into that daily close. So what did we get? We had a break of the all-time high in November. We had some very close, very, very close hits. In fact, I remember in January looking at this low and saying, well, like on the live stream, you can probably go find it. We have wicked down to the previous all-time high. We are so close that maybe that is good enough, right? Maybe that's good enough, but it wasn't. It wasn't a full test. It wasn't like an actual back test. Lower high, boom, this wick bought up, and now here we are. We start closing weeks, or we close February, whatever, under 3 trillion. It's time to start looking down. But at the moment, I think it's okay. I think we're fine. I think 7 trillion is still coming. We can go higher, of course, but 7 trillion going to be that easy peasy target. Brain dead target, just using the fib. Just like last cycle. Boom. 1618. History often rhymes. Often rhymes. Dude, this is wild. There are so many fake viewers here. Why would someone do this to our channel? We need the real viewers to make some noise. Let me get back to the chat. I accidentally closed it a bit ago. Check out Google Trends on Bitcoin. Yeah, sure. Yeah. All your influencers are showing bullishness on the charts, and you're with them. Oh, no. No. I am by far the most comfortable when no one else is bullish. I get uncomfortable when everyone else is bullish. I hope that's not true. It's interesting because someone today said that everyone was bearish, all the influencers. Who knows? Who the heck knows? So let's take a look at take a look at this. This is always a fun practice. It's something to do. We're gonna look at Google Trends for Bitcoin. Then we're gonna do crypto because, well, Bitcoin is a specific search term. For the past 5 years, May, June of 2021 remains at the highest point for web search all time. Looking at the all-time chart, 2017. And probably like January 18, still the all-time high for Google Trends. They have changed. You can see these notes. They have changed quite a few times how they do this. That I don't know exactly how that will impact this. If that kind of makes it so it won't ever say it's higher. I don't know. But we still have not gotten even close to the 2021 high on web search. What's weird is YouTube search has always been a little different. It's been a little different. YouTube search shows that March when we broke the all-time high of last year, was a more searched time than May of 2021, which I don't really believe. I don't really believe that. I think that that's baloney. I think YouTube has a lot of great example. I think YouTube has a lot of faked engagement at times. People randomly send in bots, sending things to people's channels for no reason. Don't know. And maybe that is a perfect example. So let's look at crypto. Let's compare it. When looking at this probably lines up a little better with what people would expect. Makes sense that crypto was lower in 2017. There just wasn't as much crypto. People, when they spoke about crypto, mainly were speaking about Bitcoin. That might not be the case any longer. We look at 5 years. Let's take a peek. Crypto. Basically, crypto surpassed Bitcoin in searches. It looks like March 2021, and really never came back. Never came back. Let's see. December 2024. I don't really have a way to interpret this, like for a specific meaning. But the all-time high, is that the all-time high? Did I mess that up? Yeah, the all-time high of crypto was searched November, December of last year on YouTube. How does that compare to web search? I knew it. This is what has always kind of just ground my gears, or got me kind of stuck in my analysis looking at trends. Web search and YouTube search are so different, and they shouldn't be. Logically, they shouldn't be. Yes, YouTube is going to have a little bit different searches, a little bit different, searcher, right? A different kind of person searching a certain age group, certain demographic, but it shouldn't be this different. So I don't really know how to interpret this. If we look at web search, we can see Bitcoin remaining above crypto as a search this entire time. Showing Bitcoin actually being searched more than crypto in November even. I tend to believe this. I tend to believe the web search. Let's just do the last 12 months and be done with this. Yeah. I honestly believe this is lower. 30, 31. Yeah, that was pretty boring. This was a pretty boring time too. Maybe these are pretty accurate. Yeah, I don't believe Bitcoin is being searched at 50. Not according to our analytics. Hugh. All right. That was a good idea, Tillin. Thank you, my friend. Sir Trade Intuition. Good to see you, brother. Finally going up. What's up, Mattis? Manipulation of the highest accord. I agree. Everybody, shout out one character. Our guy, one character. Gifting the memberships again. What a Chad. What a Chad. Thank you, my friend. Let me see. I know it's weird. Lifer got the wave of BS, right? Weird. Jason Casper's live and he did not. Wonder why. Actually, none of the other people it's just me and Lifer. I mean, Lifer's a great guy. Not a bad guy to be there on the same category with, but WTF. I don't get it. Don't understand. Let's see. Not a lot coming up on the economic calendar. Let's take a peek here. Economic calendar. Tuesday, consumer confidence. Not going to be the biggest metric, at least for the Fed, but certainly an important one. Crude oil, new home sales. That is always important. New home sales, all home related valuation and sales, always important to inflation. Still not like a CPI, CPM kind of number though. Durable good orders, metric of the economy itself, GDP, same thing. Initial jobless claims. So 27th, the second to last day of February, we are getting an important number to the Fed right here. Initial jobless claims on Thursday. Friday, PCE. Okay, here we go. Two inflation metrics on Friday. last day of February. It's going to be an interesting setup into March. What else we got? Initial claims on the 6th of March. We have ChewPow joining us on the 19th of March. I know you'll be here. You and all of these bots will be here. All of our bot friends. All of them. All 3,000 of them. Nvidia earnings this week. How's Nvidia looking? I imagine not great. Got botted, dude. We get, I don't know. Apparently Lifer did too. We had like 3,600 viewers here. We did not have 3,600 viewers. And then this. Yeah. Look at this. 54,000 to 58.2. Look at look at this is my lifetime subscribers. I guess it doesn't show there yet. Yeah. Look at this. I know it's going to be hard on the screen. But look, this has never happened. Never happened. Look at this. This little tick up. Like you can see this smoothness, and then that'll tick up there. I don't know. There's nothing you can do about it. YouTube will just remove them. Doesn't do anything. It literally doesn't do anything at all. I don't know why anyone would ever fake engagement. Does nothing. Yeah, people aren't smart. Nvidia, all right, you got a little bounce. This is still at a lower high. It's sold off. Nvidia is not looking that great either. Likely why indices don't look good though, right? That's probably it. Nvidia being the biggest performer there, dragging everything else up. No bear div on the highs for the day. This could be worse. Got lots of bear div on these highs though. Right there. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Smooth sailings. Bitcoin not doing anything. Bots are leveraging 38x, 37x, 34x. Jim Cramer messing with us, maybe. Hey. What's up, brothers? Volatility. Yeah, volatility is never going anywhere. What do I think? Is Citadel entering the market? Who cares? Honestly, like, I don't care about this. No, I didn't mean to like brush off your comment. Doesn't matter. At this point, I think we would be foolish to not assume every big actor is on this market. I think that'd be foolish. When they come out and say, "Oh, we're coming in," like, I think that they've long been in. Feels like a bot uprising. Could be the revenge of AI. What happened with Lifer? Same thing, I guess. Nothing. Doesn't do anything. It literally does nothing. YouTube has incredible algorithms for this stuff. Like, did it end his live early or something? Did he get spooked? Yeah, and it did normally. Tis what it is. Trade Intuition brought you here. Good guy. Trade Intuition's a good dude. You guys should go subscribe to him. PC Friday. I think the market is where you thought it would be today. I think the market is where you thought it would be when the bull run started. Yeah. Honestly, when the bull run started, I didn't expect to break all-time highs until like December. So I would say we're ahead of the game. I would say we're still like ahead of the game, or maybe exactly where we would expect. Like, this was a little bit of a mix-up, but if you would have asked me back here for a date that we break all-time high, it would have been December 2024. We broke it into March. I don't know if 100K is where I would have picked that. That I won't, BS you there. I don't know if like 95, whatever K, but yeah, in this range. This is like, seems right on course. There's just a lot more sideways, which is making me think that the rest of this run will be similar. It'll be like sideways, move up, sideways. It's like all the upside moves are happening in very small periods of time, and then there's very long periods of nothing. Keeping that energy down, keeping the hype down. How do we go from 4,000 to 500? Is that what happened? Yeah, I don't know. How did we get all these subscribers How did we go from 154,000 to 158,000 subscribers today? I don't know, because someone's up to shenanigans. Whoever did this, if you're out there and you can hear me, please don't do this. I don't want you to do that. It's not good. If anything, it might hurt the stream. I don't think it even hurts the stream, but it's not good for it. AI's taking over. I know, GG. GGWP. Let's see. If you guys haven't checked out the new group, we have live exclusive streams, small group streams. We're able to ask questions in real time to myself and other analysts. There are streams every day of the week. You can get a free week trial. Check it out. That's how confident I am in the program. It'll give you a free week trial to check it out. Come see what we got. I think you'll find a lot of value. You can go to joincrowncrypto.com. Do it. Do it now. That's your homework for this week. You can also pop into our Discord. It's free. Discord.gg/TomCrown. You can join us in there. It's a great community. People are always chatting. It's a good time. Tomorrow, I will be publishing the next. I know it's been a while. I've been working on the premium group. I've been working on the paid group. We will we'll publish the first new lesson in quite some time on our free playlist. If you're free playlist on the YouTube channel, this is why I don't think it's, I don't know, I have every reason to make a premium group. Look at the free trading course I've already made. It's right here. We're adding more to it tomorrow. See, I'm not abandoning it. I've been working on the private one, but the free one, we will launch or publish the next episode. I think it's been like a month. They're coming a little slower, so keep your notifications on. Keep an eye out for that. I appreciate it if you could watch it. Give it a like, share, etc. Bitcoin, man, it's probably waiting for me to end the stream. We'll find out. I appreciate you guys joining, being here with me. If you're looking for an exchange to trade on, there is KYC and non-KYC options in the video description below. Sign up with any of them, and you'll get the VIP Discord access at discord.gg/TomCrown, including BYDFI, etc. Great places, great people, great stream, my friends. We'll be live again Wednesday at the latest. I will